Greetings, my friends. I'm Gilles Mancillon. I thought I'd come back and to speak about the ascension process. For ascension is the elevation of our consciousness into another dimension, and it is the only exit point from the matrix. Either we stay in 3D or we accept to change and go through this internal process of transformation that will lead us to our freedom. For that is really what we seek. Is this? Everybody seeks different things, but freedom is the ability to do whatever we want, whenever we want. So everybody is looking for love and freedom, in one way or the other. There is a great deal of light codes that are coming from the source and the great central sun that is impacting the earth, as well as a plethora of other groups and civilizations that are sending their own waves of energies, and this will penetrate us more or less consciously or more unconsciously, but everybody will be affected. But only those who have a light and love in their heart will be able to receive it. The more love and light we have in our heart, the more we'll be able to receive those divine codes. And those codes are about more love, more consciousness, more truth, more awareness, more eventually, hopefully, will lead us to the state of bliss, the state of samadhi. We have to understand the outer world is about separation, chaos, and disharmony. The inner world is about peace, love, and harmony. And so it is. We very much need to balance it out. Also wanted to discuss the fact that no substance are really forbidden. No food is forbidden, yet we don't want to be slave to anything. So it's about being more conscious. For the body is a third dimensional element that we have. It's a vehicle, and it's not enlightened just yet. Otherwise, it would be a light body. So we need to listen to it. It's got its own wisdom, and it reacts to the forces of life all the time. Yet certain habits that the rhythm and things that we've been doing, we need to change. We need to let go of certain things. In the esoterical science of non-being, God referred to the visceral entity, 12 visceral entity, as children of the soul and the astral body, which is father, mother, to go within, to listen to the soul, so the senses can turn within for meditation, to educate the visceral entity slowly but surely. The visceral entity are the eyes and the view, the nose and the smell, the ears and the hearing, the mouth and the taste, the body and the touch, and the intuition and the cognitive consciousness. So those are just children, so they need to be educated, to be brought into alignment and wisdom eventually. But it is very much a year of discipline, a year that will bring balance on the physical plane. Think 888. 888, it's year 888. It's very important, so we can bring back this abundance that we need. I'm going to pull a card. We need to access more purity and peace in our mind and heart. It is very important to continue to ask for 20% more of that, and then 40%, and then go slowly, and do not ask for 100% of presence. If we had 100% of presence, we fuse with our I am presence, our body would be consumed and will be sent to the center of the universe, and to send a gratitude to our Creator Sun, and then be sent back to the lower planes, to the other spheres of the universe to serve. But so we need to move into 20, 40, 60. My goal is 80% presence, which I'm pretty much there in many ways. 80%, and then I will complete my fusion. It's not up to me, really. It's like when God wants something, it happens. It's like, but it's like in my mind, that's the way I perceive it. That to get 80% of presence. For if we ask for too much, it will create a lot of resistance and pain. So just move one step at a time, and to be, because the present, the energy of the presence are very subtle and very fast. Just one thought can just change the whole course. You have one doubt that comes in, everything falls apart, and then it comes back again. But it's like really training to be very subtle with the energies, and do not let anyone but God determine your identity, and that's the only one. Other people may judge, or they may try to define you, to put a label or anything, but only God knows, and only God has this right to define who you are, to shape your identity. The card of the day is going in circle. We're going to go in circle until we complete the lesson. For the 3D is a lesson, it's a school. 4D is a school. So 3D is a school essentially physical, in the physical. 4D is a school in the astral, and 5D is a school on the photonic, the light realm, and then the crystalline light realm. The crystalline will go all the way to the 15th dimension, and then we move on to higher moral reality. But also, do not believe that God is here to punish anyone. God does not punish. God loves, compassion, His mercy. The law of God will punish, but God Himself will not punish. He wants to redeem all that He can redeem. The other ones will continue their path and will go on, but they will miss the opportunity. So it is important to keep our heart on God, on the Creator, on the Source, and our mind very focalized on the. When we do our meditation, we turn within, but during the day, we focalize on the hologram, to be aware of all the mirror and the reflection and all that is going on. For we have a unique way of reuniting this divine light. Our divine light can be similar to other light, but it is unique. And so it is not, we cannot imitate anyone. Yet the great masters, the prophets, the saints, the messengers like the Buddha, the Christ, and all the others are examples that we can still lead, the way and help us to follow. Call on them, for we cannot stop the evolution, and it's like no one can stop this evolution. Evolution is an eternal process, and so I'm going to pull a few cards and discuss a subject that's to talk about the clones. It's a whole race of beings. The observer of the day is the tree, to be well anchored within our root, our base, our earth, and then continue to expand towards the sky. The highest wisdom is trust and faith. Continue to have trust and faith. What we need to do is understand is finance, for that is the liberation. For that's how they keep the world enslaved, is because they control the finance. But we need to liberate ourselves in relationship to our source. God has the power to affect any situation. What we need to do is the Creator, is the Father, is to put our life in the hands of God and flow with that. And the outcome will be to evacuate, eliminate, transmute all memories of persecution and inquisition, to become sovereign, to let go of that, to find our joy, to find our freedom. And so I wanted to discuss the bio-robot, the clones. I thought they were just in the political and higher spheres to manipulate the world, but it seems like the Draco-reptilians, the master of that, they created clones, and there's millions of clones in society. So they are a whole race of beings that are terrestrial, and they're very terrestrial, but they have no soul. The complete slave of the programs, and they're here to keep the frequency low. There are people that are married to clones, and they're very perfect, they're very beautiful, they're perfect, but they don't have the diversity in that nature created. And but they do not. The way to recognize that is that they have no access. Some of them may have access to the fourth chakra, but they have absolutely no access to the higher chakras. And so sometimes it's like, and they cannot have babies, they cannot reproduce. So, but they look perfect, and they're like, and they want everybody to look perfect, to go to follow the fashion, to get the plastic surgery, so they can look like the clones of their masters. So it's like all of that will come to the collective consciousness. I'm sure it will be a big shock to realize that. Yet, so we'll see what happens. There's still a great deal of mysteries and revelation that will come. But the clone story is supposed to come into the. It's not just for today, but the story will come eventually. To the collective consciousness, this knowledge, and they can be recognizable as well in many other ways. So I'm going to finish with a song. I hope this message was interesting for you. Continue to cultivate your sense of peace, of joy, of freedom, of creativity. I might just have to start drawing again, since I cannot paint. And I'm going to sing a romantic song. I had a very agitated night, and I'm like going through some very trouble, very delicate aspect with this this alignment, with this relationship. Whenever this person just goes into a side thing, it's like I have this other soul connection that comes in line. So I'm learning to navigate, and also when this other person comes into my alignment, that means she's like getting romantically involved with someone else. So it's like I'm getting the signs, and you just have to deal with that. But this song was a very romantic song. It went through my mind this morning, so it's like maybe a bit excessive, but it's very passionate. But I'll sing it anyway. I haven't rehearsed it, but I'll try it. It's called Everything I Do. Look into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Search your heart, search your soul, and when you find me there, you'll search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth trying for. You can't tell me it's not worth dying for. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. Look into your heart, you will find there's nothing there to hide. Take me as I am, take my life. I would give it all, I would sacrifice. Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. There's no love like your love, and no other could give more love. There's nowhere unless you're there, all the time, all the way, yeah, yeah. Oh, you can't tell me it's not worth trying for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. Yeah, I'll fight for you, I'd lie for you, walk the wire for you. Oh, I'll die for you. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. For me, it sounds a little bit excessive, and like if you give all your power to someone, it can really can tear you apart. It's like Tristan and Isolde. It was this concept. Without Isolde was very lucky that Tristan was very lucky that Isolde loved him, because he was nothing without her. So I sent this song to someone. Maybe I should remove it before she sees it. I don't want her to get the wrong idea. The observer of the day is the happiness. It is laziness. It is the fulfillment of a dream. The past is turning within. It's really about alleviating the shadows, turning within, because there's all those shadows outside. So it's like turning to the ocean of peace. The card of the day, the present, is the sun. It is innocence, the return to innocence and the purity, the power, the freedom. And what comes in the future is awareness. It is the inner self coming forward. It is the doors to the world that is opening. Within ourselves, we're still deconditioning. We still have the power of the conditioning, the ego, the false self that is still in the process of we need to decondition ourselves from all the subconscious. And on the outside world, there's a compromise. Sometimes there's compromises to be made. We just need to deal with the situation and learn from everything. The completion is going to come as well. And so there is the completion, the universe, the doors to the world. But in the meantime, we do need to be flexible, not to compromise our core beliefs, but to compromise sometimes and in accepting the life as it is. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I send you my love and blessings, and I wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.